everybody, I thought I'd come on and let you all know that I'm still alive. I am so awkward. I've started this video I don't know how many times because I feel really stupid talking to myself. I've left it far too long. But a couple of things have happened in the past few weeks and I thought I've got to talk about it or I've got to talk about it. So, I've been needing new glasses for ages. I finally got my eyes tested at Christmas and I hadn't been well enough until about 3-4 weeks ago to actually go out and try and find a pair of glasses. So I had my eyes tested at Specsavers, so I had a voucher at Specsavers, so I thought, right, I'll go there. First, after I had my test, I went upstairs and this girl whisked me off and started quoting numbers at me and saying, oh, if you buy this and if you buy that. I hadn't even looked at the frame at this stage, and went yammering on at me forever, bamboozling me with numbers. And by the time she'd done all that, I didn't have time to go and look for glasses because the car was on me, and so we had to go and get the car and blah blah blah. So then it was it was about a week and a half until I was well enough to go out again. Went back to Specsavers, thought, right, I'll pick a frame first. Spent ages walking around, couldn't find anything I liked. In the end I got one that was close to what I wanted, but there wasn't anything there that I really wanted. Got a girl, did the same thing with, oh, if you get this varifocal and if you get this thinning and if you do that and this is better and blah 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 blah. And then she quoted all the numbers at me, and then she said, oh, we can't get your lenses in those frames. And it's like, why can't you? They're your frames, you can't get them. Right, fine. So I thought, sod it. So I came home and I went online to Glasses Direct, which is where I got these ones from. But my prescription now is that bad that Glasses Direct online can't do it, because they said if you need aftercare they can't give it to you because they're online. I really wish they'd just do it and I wouldn't want the aftercare, but anywho. So I thought, right, I'll order my own frame. Ordered these frames again because I like them and they're comfortable. And then I'll go with these frames because I know my lenses fit in these frames because they're in them. So back to Specsavers I go, get this other girl, said, can you do these lenses and these? Yep, fine. All the numbers again, measuring, look here, do that, fine. £162. 162 per anywho. Pays the money, arranged to go and pick them up on the Sunday. On the Saturday get a phone call, oh, we're really sorry, we can't get your wife's lenses in those frames. So my husband had to go all the way back in again, get my frames back, get a refund. No apology, by the way. Got my voucher, and we said, right. He went into the shop next door, which is an optician's, and they're like, oh yeah, we can do this, blah blah blah, but your wife will have to come in to be measured, obviously. That'll be £400 for one pair of glasses. Really? What has happened all of a sudden? And then today I'm that fed up because I'm squinting at everything because I can't see. I can't read with these anymore because my reading prescriptions doubled nearly. And then I switch on YouTube and there's Carrie Hope Fletcher, full of the joys of spring, because she's got a pair of glasses and she's really excited, and it's like, ugh, ugh. I mean, she looks dead cute in them and everything, and it's like, if you'd had to wear them since you were 4 and couldn't see bugger all without them, I dare say you wouldn't be dancing around in your front room because they're really light. Yeah, no, they're not. I've got a dent in my nose that you could park a bike in from wearing glasses all my life. Anyway, so that's whinge number 1. And then number 2 is we try to get a dentist appointment. For those that don't know, I'm practically bedridden these days. I'm in my bedroom 24/7 because getting up and down the stairs is really painful, and it's drafty in the front room and there's nowhere comfortable to sit, so I just stay up here. It makes life easier. So I've got fibromyalgia. Both my children are autistic and my husband's got a broken back. So welcome to the happy house. So we made an appointment for the dentist and they said, oh, we're terribly sorry, we can't get you in for 4 months. Fair enough, there's a shortage of dentists, I know, no problem. We waited 4 months to go to the dentist. The day before, or the day before, I think 2 days before I was due to go, my IBS came back with a vengeance. I hadn't had any symptoms for months because I've gone vegetarian. I thought, woohoo, I've cured it. Vegetarianism cures it. No. So I was stuck, well, I'm stuck in bed anyway, but I was practically super glued to the toilet for days. And it was like, my kids will not go to the dentist without me because they're autistic and they want me there. So my husband had to phone up and cancel the appointment, and he got a right bollocking from this receptionist, and she's like, oh, well, yeah, and it's like, he said to her, he said, I'm sorry, he said, do you know when you're going to be ill? We've been waiting for this appointment for 4 months, and don't you think we'd want to come if we were well enough to come? We're not well, you can't just go cancelling appointments, blah, de, blah, blah. And it's like, does anybody have any understanding of what it's like to be chronically ill these days? I don't think they do. And then it's like, we're being treated like shit because we're ill. And then today there was a story on the news where a young lady wanted to buy a homeless man a cup of coffee from Cafe Nero, and she went in and they wouldn't serve her. And she was told, oh, we don't like to encourage them. You might want to come in and use the toilet. Encourage them? Who are them? It's a human fucking being. So, fair play to the girl, she went to another coffee shop and got him a coffee from there. So, up yours, Cafe Nero. Not that I ever used you, but I won't be using you. So now I've got all that off my chest. Hello. So sorry I haven't been on here. I've nearly sorted out the area where I want to paint my nails, but I bought some stuff and then it gets dumped on there, and then I have to move stuff. And anyone who's got fibro will know, it's like, first trying to get the motivation to do it, and then two, whenever I start to do something, I get like 10 minutes into it and then I feel like I've fucking shoveled coal for 6 weeks and I need to sit down. And of course whenever I move anything then it all has to go back, and it's just like such a big job. So what I want to do is get everything sorted, the camera set up, everything organised, so that I can just go over there and sit down and do a talk to you video or a nail video or an anything video without having to move the house around to do it. Anything else? Let me think. Is there any news? Has anything interesting happened? No. I haven't even written any blog posts. I used to do videos. Sorry, I've stopped fidgeting. I used to do videos and put them on my Fibro blog. And I haven't done videos, so I haven't done any writing either. So this will go on my Fibro blog. All the links to that are down in the doobly-doo, as Tom Fletcher says. If anybody's interested, I've got a Fibro blog and a beauty blog, and I haven't been on either for ages, but there is stuff on there if you want to have a mooch. So, see, these are driving me daft. I don't know if you can see them, because where's the camera on this thing there? They've got, like, there's a coating on them, and the coating's coming off, so that corner is constantly blurry, and I can't see anything, and my eye's going to look like, yeah. So we've been watching Celebs Go Dating with Perry Kiley. His eyes at the beginning, bless him, he's got really strong prescription. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm babbling on about, it's a programme on in the UK where they try and get celebrities a date with normal people, people that aren't celebrities. And the one of the young lads out of Diversity's been on there, and he came to fame on Britain's Got Talent years ago when he was 12, and he's the little one with the mad afro, so everybody still thinks he's 12, but he's not. I think he's, what is he now, 18, 19, something like that. He might even be older. He's a lovely lad, but his eyes are really bad, a bit like mine. So when he does that at the beginning of the show, see, mine goes smaller, his go bigger. Useless bit of information there for you all. If I was any good at editing, I'd edit that bit out, but I'm not, and I can't learn it because of the fibro fog. It all goes at once. I start reading it and then it ends up like, who is it? Charlie Brown's teacher. I'm like, mama in my head. It makes no sense, and it won't stay in. That's the thing. I can remember song lyrics from when I was a child. But give me something to read, and then 10 minutes later come back and tell me, what did you just read? And I haven't got an earthly clue. Can't remember any of it. So I bought this editing thing, thinking, oh, I'll be able to do fancy things. Like all these people with their iMacs and that, they on iMovie, they do all these really cool things, and I thought, oh, I could do that. So I'm still using Windows Movie Maker because I know that I add this in and put that there and then save that to, that's about all I can manage at the moment. It's like my new camera, trying to figure out what all the things do. It's like I'm getting there slowly, and it's more trial and error because I've tried, again, reading about it, and it just doesn't stay. How do you do, anybody out there with fibro that's trying to learn something new, sorry for fiddling with my hair all the time, can you read instructions and does it stay in, or have you got some tip to tell the rest of us how it goes in and stays in? I mean, I've tried not having the telly on, not having any noise, you know, doing it when there's nobody in here, totally concentrating on the one thing, and it's like, yep, I've got this. 5 minutes later, how do I do that again? So I know as soon as I press this button I'm going to think of something else that I wanted to tell you. But I'm so excited. I have finally finished my Leighton Denny collection. There was one bottle of a colour that I couldn't get anywhere. It was a, what's the word? Was it limited edition? Anyway, it was I'm not sure if it was limited edition, but it was done for Marks and solely for Marks and Spencers in the UK, and it was it 2015 or 2013? Anyway, at the time I didn't know he was doing exclusives for Marks and Spencer, so I never got it, missed out on it, and I thought, oh well. And so I've had a search going on eBay for ages, like if somebody was selling one it might pop up, and then in one of the groups I'm in I had a wish list on there, and then one day out of the blue I thought, oh, I'll just remind them all, and I said, just in case anybody's selling blah de blah, and this woman contacted me and she said, I've got a bottle, I never used it. Yay! So I'm going to use that to be the first Leighton Denny video I do, because it's the one that finished the collection. We're waiting to see. It's the brand is supposed to be rebranding and relaunching because Leighton's not doing it anymore. Well, he's not. He's still head of the company or whatever, but he's leaving all the Jules? Hello. All the decisions to other people. Like they're going to be making the nail polish now and promoting it and whatever. So be interesting to see what they come out with. But I could stop this now and this would be the collection that Leighton Denny did, and then anything from here is different. So but you're all as excited as me about that, aren't you? That's the most exciting thing that's happened, not being able to get glasses and getting my last bottle of Leighton Denny. I live such a whiz of a life, don't I? So I can't think of anything else to bore you with at the moment, so I'll let you all go, see if I remember how to put this up, and try and get back a bit sooner than I did last time. I know, I'm very naughty. But anyway, I hope you're all as well as can be out there, sending gentle hugs to all my chronically ill friends out there. If you're around, leave me a comment, let me know you're still about, and I promise I'll well, illness allowing, I will try from now on to do a more regular video. So thanks for watching if you did, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye.